Hello, Scrappy Peeps, and Happy New Year. Suzanna here today to share with you this layout as part of the January 2023 YouTube hop for a cherry on top. So the theme this month is about me. And so I am using the Simple Life collection from Simple Stories, which is more of a family-based, sort of with a heritage feel collection, to create a layout about me. So I'm just leaving aside the family-based things, and there are a ton of ephemera pieces that you can choose from that really are not just about being together and about family, that you can use for this. So I turned 50 recently, and so that is what this layout is about. You see the big title is going to be Blessed, but the actual layout is on the eve of 50. So in a label at the bottom, I will it says now, random facts and thoughts on the eve of 50. And I'm going to apologize. I know some of the fun of the About Me layouts is reading the About Me, but A, I was in a rush to get this done, and B, I really wanted to have some meaningful thoughts, and being in a rush did not allow for meaningful thoughts. And so I thought about writing the random facts on there because I have the random facts. I wrote those out, but they are not there because honestly, I was in a rush to get this done, to have this done on time so that you could participate in the hop. So I am creating what actually ends up being a fairly simple background. So you can see I've got the 12 by 12 piece, and then that black strip up the top, the floral strip, is 2 inches, and then the gray is 7 inches, and then the pocket is 3 inches tall. And I'm using my 1-inch punch here to punch out 3 notches. I had thought about stitching between each of the notches so that I would actually have 3 pockets, but I kind of liked the movement of the tags being able to flow all the way across the pocket, and so I did not actually take advantage of those notches. So you can see I stitched around the edge to create a nice strong border for the pocket, and then I have this black that I scallop punched, which is a 1-inch the black plaid strip, and then that leaves a 2-inch strip, which is actually on the 12 by 12 at the bottom there. So a very simple background, and from there, it just gets busy. I have been all about busy pages lately, which is kind of not like me, but yeah, that's the way I roll. So I felt like I needed a little bit more of that cream or white up the top there to create a transition from that dark to the light. And so you can see I dug into my ribbon stash, which I very infrequently utilize, and found some fun sort of lacy to go with just sort of the softness and the vintage feel of this layout. So I'm using a 1/8 inch double-sided tape, and the lace is literally almost, there's nothing solid in the middle, but there's solid at the top and the bottom, so I could hide this thin tape, double-sided tape at the top and the bottom strips. You'll see what I mean when you see the close-ups, and peel those off. And in a minute, you will see a visitor, my scrappy assistant. This particular cat, this is Jasmine. She has a fetish for strips of paper. The manufacturer strips, she absolutely loves those. So it took me a while to get into this one. There she is. But I'm going to use that top and bottom to adhere that nice and securely. So I have another strip really, but it creates a nice transition. It softens that a whole lot. So in that pocket, I want to put, that's where all of the journaling is going to go. And again, some of this I really wanted to be more heartfelt before turning 50. It's really not such a big deal. But sort of more reflections on the past year and the past few years of my life. And that is definitely something I wanted to keep more private, and did not want to be rushed through. So I use my trimmer to cut through those, and the problem with this trimmer is that the black cutting line isn't exactly where it cuts. As you rotate that strip, it sort of slides. So it was much easier to just go ahead and use my scissors for those fine detail cuts. I'm going to go through that. And while I love the tags, it's my favorite part of Simple Stories. It's if I had only one piece that I could get, I would always get the tag sheets. But I wanted to have a little bit more variety in there, and so I will add to that. I had thought maybe the picture up the top would be fun, but it's too busy, and so it takes away from the picture. And so I want a white border on this again because I like a little bit of white, in part because when I'm trying to get my pictures, it's nice to have the white as a reference for white balance, but also I just like the crispness of white. I am a white gal, not a cream gal. So I'm going to punch holes in all of these tags, and from some of the journaling bits and pieces, I'm going to take a few of those things that I've lined out on the right-hand side what I want to use, and spare you the agony of watching me go through all of the bits and pieces. And so I've got I've got 2 baker's twines, and one is embroidery crochet thread, sorry. So I'm going to use that. I've got that house that I'm going to journal on, and then this is another one of the journal bits that I'm going to turn into a tag. I give it a tag top, I should say. And then there's all these fun little bits. And so I'm going to double layer them, and they'll be free floating and provide some movement to the page there. I do not use any double-sided foam on this layout. You will be surprised because that is like my number one go-to form of adhesive, but no, no double-sided, no foam adhesive. There is double-sided tape, however. So attaching a few of these things, and I will off camera actually even further embellish most of these tags. I'm going to use some washi tape at the bottom, and you will see that in the close-ups. I will use some of the Scrapbook stickers and put some flowers and other fun things. So this giant label is from the Page Bits. I love the Page Bits because they always do have a giant label, and I am all about labels. If you know me and you know my work, you know I'm all about the labels. And so that is going to house a few more florals, and the title, it's really the subtitle title. I don't know. There's really not a obvious title for this layout. So I'm going to layer up some Scrapbook stickers, some stickers from the collection, some bits and pieces, and the title, which I will in part handwrite. I will off camera put a big now on there, and that is actually from Vicki Boutin, and I will incorporate from that same sticker sheet 2 of the greenery pieces into the layout as well that I will do off camera. I don't mean to hide these processes from you. It's just, you know, you take a look at it when you think you're finished, and there's always something more to add. For me, there is always something more to add. So that is a foam sticker that I'm putting there. I wanted some balance. I needed some focal points because the middle of the page is so busy. You needed focal points, and so you've got that blessed up the top there. You've got the photo and the little cluster to the right of the photo, and those are really your focal points in all of the busyness of this. When you take those tags out of the pocket, it really isn't as busy. So this is a YouTube hop for the month of January, and the other design team gals have some great layouts and projects to share with you all about them. Great way to start off 2023. I hope you have a wonderful year. Please be sure to leave a comment in the box down below in order to be eligible to win a gift card to a cherry on top for one random winner. And of course, the more comments you leave across all of the channels, the greater your chances of winning. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you are off to a great start in 2023. See you again soon. Take care.